Good morning everyone, I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching and welcome to this week's Monday's Moment video in which I'm going to share some lessons that I took from reading or listening to a book by Joey Coleman, and the book is titled Never Lose a Customer Again. And I had to stop, I had to record a little note to help me remember to share this because this is really important. See you in a moment. Now, many of us, when we are selling, we perceive that we have to do everything that we can to get a client to see the benefit of the buying decision. And very often that is getting them to see the product, the service and the price and the expectation of the price so that the buying decision is a no-brainer. And very often when we're talking to our customers, we understand that we have to get them to a decision to buy. Where in Joey's book, what he talks about is the fact that there are two decisions that take place. And if you think about this, this really hit home, because if you think about it and think about your buying decisions, you are always thinking about this second decision. And I'm sharing this in today's video because I think that decision, that weighing things up, is even more important than the buying decision itself, particularly in today's world, because the decision is that people will perceive how they are going to get treated after the purchase, and they will decide whether that is good enough for them to actually buy. Now I want to use a simple example. Amazon. When I make a decision to buy something on Amazon, I'm not making a decision on price because sometimes it's more expensive. I'm certainly making a decision on convenience and how quickly can I get it. Does it do what I want to say? Do the reviews do it justice? But I'm also, because I know the return service of Amazon, I know how good their customer service is. When I make a decision to buy something on Amazon, every single time, I'm also making a decision that that after sales service, that after purchase service is where I want it to be. Now imagine if I had been let down by Amazon. Imagine if I'd had a bad experience, customer service, then that will affect my buying decision. Okay, so what we need to make sure is we need to make sure that we communicate. We need to make sure that we balance in one hand the product, the service, the price of our goods and our services, but we also have to make sure in the other hand that we clearly communicate the level of customer experience that they're going to get with us after the purchase. We need to make sure the expectations are set. We need to make sure that they see the great benefit of buying from us, and perhaps they're going to become part of our family of customers. Perhaps they're going to get great customer service. Perhaps they're going to get great follow-up. And if you've not read Joey's book, it's a great book. In fact, my group sessions for both the business and the coaches are going to have some of that content out of those first few chapters for our workshops in July. It's a great book. So just stop and think about it. How clearly do you communicate the benefits, the services, the afters of the purchase? And do you communicate those clearly enough so that customers, potential customers, can make that most important second decision on what it's going to be like after? Now, if you've got a tip like this that you'd like to share, perhaps you've got a topic that you'd like me to cover, then I would love to have you as a guest on my podcast. And if you know of somebody who you've perhaps taken some value from, please, get them on my podcast. I've got to ask this week, if you can, I would love to get secured Jenna Kutcher on my podcast. So if any of you are connected, if any of you want to hashtag Jenna Kutcher on this, I would love to have Jenna Kutcher, Kutcher, on my podcast as a guest. And I'd love a swell of people who like what I put out there to encourage Jenna to get onto my podcast. If you want to be on the podcast yourself, great. Just message me and I'll make sure I get the details and we can schedule a slot. I do hope that this Monday's Moment has been of use to you, but most importantly, I hope that you will do something with it and that you will go out there and you will make sure that your after service, that what people get once they've purchased your product, bought your product, is absolutely crystal clear, understandable by them so that they can make that decision. Hope you have a great week in the week ahead, and a belated happy 4th of July to all my North American contacts, and yeah, have a great week. See you on next week's Monday's Moment. Bye for now.